It smelled like it'd be good.
Oh, wait, she said to call on a different number?
Yeah. You got the show notes, right?
Oh, yeah, because... Hey, what's cracking?
What's up, guys?
All right, we need to do a little voice check. So keep talking.
Okay, so how's y'all day going?
Oh,
Going good, going good.
We're going all right. Going all right.
Yeah, another day in paradise, hopefully, living the dream.
No, it's Oklahoma. We left Paradise yesterday.
You left paradise yesterday.
I did.
She's living in paradise.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, y'all, I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of living in America's armpit right now. It was pretty wet and hot today.
No, that's Houston.
Alright. So,
Alright.
you said, whenever you guys go on IG Live, for me to just ask to join in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright, that's cool. And then I'll just do a live thing on my Facebook.
Remember, we're gonna have to.
Yeah, right.
I want to flip that around so we can still see the
Gotcha.
show notes. Once you get that figured out.
Yep. What's the weather there right now?
Where, here?
Yeah.
Hot and sweaty.
Alright, I think
It's
we're
so
good.
fucking hot, dude. Let me see what the exact temperature is. It says it's 77.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I believe that.
Yeah.
But
Fucking
that's
hot there,
the
man.
weather.
It's 77.
Yeah, it must be nice.
Mhm.
Must be nice.
What's
Alright.
there?
All right, so
30 something?
Yeah, we're at 30 degrees.
Oh no.
Oh, you're already recording on
Not
that?
yet. On this I am, yes. Alright, man, whenever you're ready.
We go live. Start
Oh, we have to bring her on, right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. So, do you see us live?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, look at that.
There we go.
Request and request.
Ooh,
A little
that's
bit of
some
background
major
noise.
background noise.
You might have to turn down your phone. Whatever you have the idea and just turn it over down.
We see you.
Mm.
That's not
You
good.
hear my dog?
No, it's just an
That's
echo.
a major echo.
Alright, what do you want me to do?
What, can you not
Take
turn
it off
that?
speakerphone?
Is this one?
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Hold on 1 second.
There you go.
All right, let's
All
try
right,
now.
now talk.
Alright, is that better?
Yes.
Okay,
there
it
we
was
go.
on my end, my
Yeah,
bad.
We're good.
Alright, I'm going live on my Facebook real quick.
Oh, you're going all over, huh?
She's alive.
I'm so excited to be on the side. Alright.
I don't know. What is that?
Ah,
It might be from you going live on so many things.
you're too live.
Too live.
This is so good. I'm sorry
Yeah,
to
I'm
drink it all right
surprised.
now.
It's all right. We ready? Can you tell me that? I can turn-
Too lit.
You can turn it down.
Are you okay? if I turn
I'll be
it
all
down?
right. It's gonna get hot in here.
Yeah. All right. Welcome to the Pints and Polishing Podcast, Mr. Patterson.
Mr. Hill, what's up?
Oh, you know, as Sarah said, living the dream.
Living the dream, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Hey, so Sarah, thank you from, I think we mispronounced it. We called it Wanderlust, but
Me
it's
or you?
me. Pronounced it Wanderlust, but it's, say it for us.
It's Wanderlust, you know.
Oh, okay.
It's just with an A instead of an O.
Gotcha.
Did you step away from your phone a little bit? Because now we don't get you on the phone so great.
She's too live, man.
Too live. All right, well, hey. So, Sarah, introduce yourself. Tell us who you are. And we just We just figured out the name of your business. I was correct for the first time in my life. Woo!
You were kind of hesitant, though.
I was definitely hesitant.
It was a little iffy.
I was. Hey, so tell us who you are.
Well, my name's Sarah From Wanderlust.
No, we don't hear you at all. There we go.
Alright, so my name is Sarah.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Hold on. We'll get it right.
We don't get you at all from the phone.
Yeah.
Let's try this.
Boom!
Nice.
It's like a trap phone. Like, all right, let's try this.
I'm just gonna take that off a speaker and go for it.
Hey, start over.
Wait, what?
The AirPods would work. Y'all think if I put my AirPods in, it'd be better?
I don't know. We can try it for sure.
Yeah, hit stop. If you don't want to hold the phone, is that right? Like, yeah, try it real quick. But the speakerphone definitely didn't work.
Definitely did not work. Did not good.
So
the gangster hold was.
You want to grab your? What are you gonna do?
Yeah, my best friend's grabbing them for me right now.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what's up.
But until then.
Until then.
Well, no, we stopped recording.
Oh, good. Perfect.
Yeah, because it was so bad.
Alright, here we go.
Oh, look at you.
How is this, guys?
Yeah. Keep talking.
Keep going. Yeah.
Alright, Gucci.
Yeah, that's
How do we
perfect.
put this up so people?
How?
I don't know. Yeah, we can't do that.
There we go.
I don't know. Okay,
It's working.
it's working.
I'm gonna talk into the beer.
Talking to the beer. All right, so we ready to go?
We are ready to go in 3, 2.
Welcome to the Pints Polishing Podcast. Hey, Mr. Patterson.
What up?
Hey, I think I got the name right this time for our special guest.
Yeah, let's try it.
You want me to go or are you going?
You should go.
I'm going to go?
Yep.
All right, it's Sarah from Wanderlust. Detail.
How's it spelled though?
Spelled with an A, not an O.
Ah. Different.
Sarah, hey, welcome.
Hey guys, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. So tell us who you are.
Well, my name is Sarah Coleman Leonhardt. Yes, I have 2 last names. Most people don't know that. But I am currently the owner of Wanderlust Mobile Detail.
Currently?
Currently, yes. Currently. Never know what can happen in the future, man. Someone may want to come buy me out for millions of dollars, and I'll say yes, and then I'll just be a polisher. Who knows?
Millions of what'd you say?
Doll hairs.
Doll hairs.
Doll hairs. Nice. So, what beer did you choose? You chose a beer pretty significant for you. So tell us about the beer you chose.
I chose today Screaming Reels IPA by Saltwater Brewery.
Yeah, we're getting a bunch of echo.
Sorry. Let's see.
I think it's from her side.
Yeah, will you turn your
Turn
all your devices.
Turn all your devices down except for your
besides-
phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Perfect.
Great.
Sorry. Let's keep rolling.
Yeah, we're good. All right, so you chose a beer. Tell us again.
Yeah, I chose Screaming Reels IPA. It's by a brewery that's located in Delray Beach, Florida, called Saltwater Brewery.
Oh, where'd that go?
It went up here. It was really awkward watching the beer like this.
Yeah.
It's like I'm like at eye level with it. So
No, the lid. I took off the lid and put it those little.
Oh, it's right over there.
Oh, we moved it. So tell us why you chose that beer.
Well, as you guys know, a big issue on our beautiful planet right now, unfortunately, is pollution, and plastic is a huge issue. And most beers that you buy, if you buy canned beers, they're held together with rings that are made from plastic, right? And then that plastic gets loose in the ocean, and seabirds consume it, marine life consumes it. It's a terrible, tragic mess. And I obviously love sea turtles, as you guys can see from the background.
Yeah.
I see the sea turtle.
Nice.
I love it.
That's a dad joke right there.
It's
That
definitely
is
a
a
dad
dad joke right there.
Oh man, I got like another 10, 12 years to go before
Yeah.
we get into parenting jokes.
How old are you?
28.
Oh. I was going for much like a 22, 23.
Yeah. It's the energy. It's the energy that you bring.
Yeah.
It's like, man, where do you get all the energy?
And it must be the healthy living too.
Ah.
Yeah, super healthy, living off this fried chicken and collard greens now.
Woo! Now we're talking.
That's what's up.
Now we are talking.
But yeah, so the cool thing about this this company is these rings are actually biodegradable and they're edible for marine life. So if a turtle were to get their jaws on this, they're not gonna suffocate and die. If seabirds get their jaws on this, they're gonna be okay.
I think she said
which
that
is really, really cool.
sea turtles get to eat edibles.
Oh.
And that tastes that good.
Did you really just try and eat that?
Nice.
Yeah, that tastes that good. But to them, it probably tastes better than plastic.
Yeah, to them at least it's better than plastic. You're right. So we tried, right? So I went to the liquor store that we always go to. We tried. We was like, hey, is there anything remotely like that in Oklahoma? Like, is there any like?
Well, you saved 2 by getting a 4-pack, though. I mean, 2 short of we would waste.
So there was no, there was nothing. I said, is there even anything organic? Do you have anything like organic, like anything that we could be kind of greenish? They're like, no. So we went with something special to DJ because his grandparents' last name is
Pain, but it's spelled better.
And they used to tell him when he messed up and he was a little naughty boy, they're like, you better watch out, I'm gonna bring the pain.
No, they were white. They weren't black grandparents.
That was a white thing. That was like a wrestler bringing the pain.
Oh,
it wasn't like.
I thought you meant like.
No, not like gangsta.
I'm about to come. I'm about to whoop that ass.
No.
Okay.
No,
Yeah,
that
that's
was like-
exactly why.
That was like back in the WWF days, like bringing the pain. No,
Moving on.
moving on. Okay. Payne County, which is here in Oklahoma, and they have an Imperial IPA, which basically I think we have understood that means they put like double the hops, maybe even triple. They just put a lot more stuff in the beer. We're not beer nerds enough to know what exactly it means, even though we have a beer podcast.
Yeah.
That would be the time that DJ would normally make fun of me for not knowing.
Yeah.
But
there's Google right in front of me, though.
there is. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Imperial means they just add a lot more of everything to it. And it's from Iron Monk. So we went with a local brewery, and so far so good. So far so good. We were a little surprised. Anyway, for anybody that's listening, whether you're live, whether you're watching it on YouTube, which we're going to start throwing everything onto YouTube, thanks to Mr. Patterson.
Oh.
The crowd goes, wow, wow, wow. We are going to get super green, right? This is definitely a green environmental type podcast today. We're going to go super green, and we brought the Queen of Green on.
Queen of Green.
Sarah.
I like that.
Yeah.
The Queen of, yeah, you're going to use it.
Green, that's dope.
You're going to use it. She's going to keep it. 4%.
Nailed it.
4%.
4%. All right, so DJ, let's hop right in. So anyway, like if you're not green and people don't care, what should they do?
Keep listening.
No, keep listening.
Yeah, keep listening.
Keep listening.
But no negativity. I don't want to hear any of these negative comments about, oh, well, we're already screwed, or, what's the
We
point
are.
of doing this because we're already at a certain point.
We are.
This is meant to be informative and,
We're screwed.
to have fun. So
Why?
keep all that negative shit out of here. We don't need that.
Yeah, we're screwed.
The negativity's fun, though. We get to, like, have these rebuttals, and
I didn't realize how screwed we were, honestly.
you just like being screwed in general, though.
Oh yeah, it's the best. Let's think non-detailing though, right? Let's jump into this from the aspect of we're humans, right? Sarah, I know you're big on being a good human. There's definitely a lot of average or mediocre, but we're staying positive, so right? Don't go there. Anyway, let's think of it from a human aspect. DJ, think back to the first memory you had when you thought, maybe I should recycle this, or hey, maybe I should use this instead of that. Thinking green-wise, like not detailing, just as a human being. Can you remember your first memory?
I do not remember my first memory, but I do know that was always inside of me when people would like litter, that really bugged me. So that'd probably be more in line with seeing people litter and just getting kind of irritated about it. I'd kind of pick up trash randomly, I don't know, it just always in me to preserve the environment, I guess you can say. But as far as recycling goes, no, I was raised, we just threw it all in the trash and that was it. So.
Oh, I mean, that's the way most of us are.
When being green really clicked is like year 2 in my business of Eco Green.
Yeah, so business made you think more personally what you should do as a human.
That's correct. Because originally I got into detailing and was waterless only for the convenience. I didn't care what it was doing for the environment until one day I had a light bulb go off and I'm like, oh.
We're not talking detailing.
Let's start over.
We're not there yet.
Let's start over.
I cut you off, but I didn't want you to keep rolling
I
because
was
that's
rolling,
later
man.
in the segments.
I jumped the gun.
You did. You jumped early. For me, it was really kind of funny. So we're talking freshman. Yeah, it would have been freshman year of high school. So this would have been 1992.
That was a long time ago.
A long time ago.
That's like,
2 years old then.
Were you really?
that's like 24 years, 26
so
years.
I would
ago.
have been 15, 15 or 14, maybe 14 going on 15, and I mowed lawns. That's what I did in like middle school. Did it all the way through high school, but it was winter, and I needed some cash, and so I went and got a job at. What the grocery store is still there.
He'd be the worst employee ever.
Oh, I was horrible. And I went and got a job bagging groceries. And at that point in time, there was a little bit of a green movement that had just started. Those of you that are old like me, you might remember back in the 90s, there was this big push of paper versus plastic. Plastic bags started coming out, and it was a big environmental push that you could be green if you used plastic instead of paper because it saved trees. And I would have to ask them, never even thought about it, but then I'm sitting there bagging people's groceries, so I had to ask them, do you want paper versus plastic? And I remember the times that they would say plastic, I'd be like, yeah, man. Way to go, be green. Like, I was excited for him.
Is that when you had hair?
And I had hair.
Long blonde hair.
No, high school, man, it was like...
Buzz cut?
And I had like that comb over.
Oh my
that
God.
Big comb over wave. Oh, years before that, we used to sit there with hairspray and a blow dryer. And I had a buddy named Curtis Ray who we still stay in contact through Facebook. And we would sit there and you would blow dry this big giant wave and then hairspray it so that it lasted. And you literally
gotta be kidding me.
No. You literally that literally was like late 80s, early 90s, and you drew this big wave of your hair and then it came over.
That's ridiculous.
Johnny Bravo.
I was gonna say that,
That's
yeah.
cartoon that we used to watch, yeah.
Who?
Johnny Bravo.
I don't know.
Really?
Now you roll.
Ah!
Too old.
Hey man.
That's the way it goes. So that was my first cool. Doing something good for the environment. I'm helping people use plastic bags instead of paper.
I wonder how many aluminum cans you wasted though from the hairspray.
Right?
Real green, Marty.
Plastic pops.
Well, or they were plastic bottles with pump sprayers.
That.
Yeah. What about you, Sarah? Like, when did you always you just came out being green, or like what?
Okay, so yeah, no.
I mean, you're the queen of green.
And so for Facebook, as you guys can't hear the conversation that's going on, they asked when it hit for me if I came out the womb green, and I may have. I don't really know.
See, there we go.
But,
Like skin
Nailed
tone,
it.
maybe. You know?
Nailed it.
but
I'm 2 for 2.
I remember very clearly. I went to Montessori up until 4th grade, so all the way I finished up my 3rd grade year, and
What?
then in 4th grade I went to a private school after that.
What's that?
It's a
Montessori, it's like I don't want to say it's private, but it's more like a private educational system, but it's a very hands-on learning. So it's not, you take notes in class and then in 3 days the teacher is going to text you.
Right.
Everything was very hands-on.
So that's school right by your house, Riverfield?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's like Riverfield. Okay.
But I remember I went to Montessori, and it was in a pretty prestigious area here in Tampa. It was down in Soho, South Howard area. So there's a lot of money down there. And I remember seeing all these kids' parents picking them up in these the new big ass Yukons and Denali's and shit. And I just thought they looked so cool, right? And then of course, like all the kids' parents had them. So my mom, still to this day, but growing up, she's always been very active. She's a huge cyclist. She's a swimmer. She does yoga. She runs every day. She just always has a bunch of stuff with her too.
Does she wear tights like DJ?
When she's cycling, if she's an actual cycler, then yeah, she wears tights.
She wears tights
me.
like DJ?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, full on tights.
Because she's riding a freaking road
full on
bike.
tights, yeah.
Yeah, that's what you do when you ride a road bike.
Not be in pain in your genitals, but it still hurts like hell. Yeah, she wears those shorts for sure. There's not a lot of padding in it.
DJ.
Nate, no negativity on this podcast, okay? You said no negativity. You're bringing negative shit on here right now, all right? You just asked the question, does your mom wear them or does she not wear them? Yes or no question. Okay, it doesn't matter. She looks legit, too. She looks legit, too. Your shorts would be sweaty and so would your t-shirt, so it's just wicking it all for her. It's better.
Right.
We smell less.
My biking shorts seem to do
I pulled to
just
Marty's
fine.
house the other day and he's like, you're really wearing that shit. I'm like, yeah, I'm riding my road bike. Get the door.
Hey, it's Paul.
Open the door.
Oh, who locked the door?
See, we chase a lot of squirrels in this podcast, so we'll get back on.
Trying to keep the riprap out.
I know, right?
What's up?
Y'all keep
Hey, it's Paul. Paul, take a seat, man.
How y'all doing?
Man, we're doing good.
Good deal.
Paul is Paul's our neighbor.
There, dude.
Well, it's got all that stuff in it.
There's a chair right
Okay,
there.
I'll go grab it. Paul's our neighbor here at the warehouse, and he stops by every once in a while to say hi during the podcast. So, thanks, Paul. Welcome.
Hey, you're welcome. I just
Yeah.
say hi. Bring my beer over.
One beer.
Paul, so this is Sarah. Sarah is from Tampa. She's
Hi,
with
Sarah.
Wanderlust Detailing, and she is the Queen of Green.
She's the queen of green.
Queen of Green.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
You're going to love Paul. Paul does a lot for the environment.
No negativity. No negativity, you promise. All right. Paul, what do you do?
Paul, tell us about what you do.
Okay. All right. So I do network security for small businesses, and then I also do natural gas revenue accounting. So anything from the wellhead forward. Which, natural gas is pretty clean, right?
Oh, yeah, man. Y'all don't do any negative to the environment, man. You guys are completely 100%.
He's clean, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm an accountant.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Cheers, Paul.
Cheers.
Paul, what are you drinking?
Hey, you know what? I just
Let me hanging.
put this on tap. It's the Cabin Boys Kolsch.
Oh.
And I don't know if you tried it, but
Yeah, I have.
that is the first pour out of it.
Ah, so good. Cabin Boys is another local brewery here, and they haven't made a beer that I didn't like. Always have incredible beers.
Absolutely. Yeah, Cabin Boys and then Renaissance has great beers as well.
True. Okay, sorry. Paul just stopped him. Keep going.
Yeah, no, right.
Told you to pick
So
up.
I remember one day I said to my mom, I said, hey mom, I think you should really look into getting one of these larger SUVs because my friend's parents said that, it can fit like 4 bikes in it. And, I was trying to give her like all these different selling points on why she should buy this ridiculous SUV. And I remember so clearly, she looked at me and she said, we will never own one of those because they're killing our planet. And I was in 3rd grade, and I was just like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, I didn't even know what gas really was, so I was like, killing our planet. And then, of course, the Hummers came out after that, shortly after, and that was like the big new fad. And I started noticing, I was like, wow, Mom, there's a lot of assholes that are killing this planet. I just pointed them out.
Cheers to that.
Asshole.
For real, yeah, really. And she was just like, yeah, you go, daughter, you go. Those are all assholes.
So in third grade, you said assholes, and she was cool with it.
I mean, people ask me if I kiss my mama with this mouth, and I'll tell anybody she gave it to me.
Oh.
So,
Nice.
It is what it is.
She might not have come out green, but she came out like a sailor, huh?
That's right.
A green sailor.
A green sailor.
Perfect.
A green sailor.
It's getting better.
But yeah, so then, of course, like I started noticing all the SUVs, and then, I started, even this was, like I said, this was almost 20 years ago, really, and I was noticing trash back then, and I didn't understand really, I was still young and naive. I didn't even really understand this shit until like a couple of years ago, really. There's a lot of science behind it. It's very confusing. And like I said, that just really stuck with me. So that was really when it kind of just started to, I started really noticing everything around. And then, of course, solar panels started coming out, and I started seeing the positive changes that people were slowly trying to make, and now I'm 28 years old, and just trying to make the smallest difference or biggest difference, whatever. It just any type of difference I can. If we can, change just 3 people out of the 100 that are watching, 3 people, their lifestyle change, just to, being more aware of what's going on, then that's all I can ask for. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I think, so Paul, what we're talking about is the first memory that we have of thinking somewhat green. Mine was back in the early 90s when we started going paper versus plastic.
Okay.
You remember that, right? We were saving trees by going plastic.
Yeah, but the problem was I never knew which one I was supposed to do, because plastic is recyclable, but paper's a natural resource, right?
So can you think of an early like? Do you? No, but that was the theory. No, but that was. She said. I think you made a negative comment. Is what you did.
Are you being a hypocrite?
Oh, I thought we
okay.
got her on. Oh, I doubt. I thought you said, "Oh, I doubt that," or something like about plastic being recycled. So, but can you think of the first memory that you had where you went, maybe I should use this product instead of this, or maybe I should recycle that? Like, do you remember the first thing that kind of came in your mind?
Probably with cleaning products, using natural cleaning products rather than all the harsh chemicals.
Oh, okay.
And then also, I had a garden, and I didn't want to use, all the pesticides on them. So what I would do is I would plant the flowers that would help keep the bugs away and things.
Oh,
like
cool.
That. So yeah. So that was probably my first real foray into it. But I'm all about it. I've seen estimates that in 2023, what is it, 40% of the new cars sold are going to be electric. So I'm all about that. If I thought we could stick solar panels up here, I'd be down for it.
Yeah. Well, and solar panels definitely make sense for,
Cars.
Reducing the amount of money we spend, like the amount that you could save off of electricity. It just makes sense, So I get it too from a financial aspect. Here's what I think is very interesting, which is why I brought up that story. Is as Sarah, you and I connected through some plastic reduction stuff that we're trying to do, and seeing the way our industry is, not just our industry, but so many industries use plastic. I think in the 50s it was pronounced as like the product of the future today, and you could do so much with plastic versus what they used to have, right? And plastic dramatically has changed our culture, changed our society, and then we started being conditioned into it, that it became the norm. Mm. And now I think, which is what you were talking about a second ago, Sarah, where you're like, I don't want to say that we're too late. Well, there's a lot of people that are saying we're too late, that there's so much plastic, and if we don't do something now, that you compound that over the next years, the next decade, like the next, not century, but, the next generation. And I think, what's the stat that by 2050 there'll be more plastic in the ocean than there is fish?
Well,
yeah, there's going to be far more plastic in the ocean at that point than there are fish. And hopefully we can change that, but that's the prediction. And unfortunately, with more and more reports coming out I mean, these reports are coming out almost monthly now. It seems like things are kind of getting cut shorter and shorter, which is worrisome, very, very worrisome.
Well,
Go ahead.
well, something else happened, during that same period as plastic became more prevalent. Another thing that happened is it became a disposable society. So people didn't fix things anymore.
Ah.
And if you had a nice stainless steel something or whatever, you would fix it, right? But now you have plastic, it's more disposable, it's cheaper, and you throw it away.
And so because it was cheaper, it cost less, and
Right.
you could just go get another one.
Right, exactly.
As opposed to going to the trouble of fixing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
So, that would be part of the conditioning of how we got conditioned into it.
Absolutely.
it's you old people.
For sure.
That's us old people. Well,
that's all you
so
got.
do you remember,
I'm the oldest one.
We're trying to fix it, and you guys messed it up for us.
so who doesn't remember, tell me if you don't remember when plastic water bottles became a thing. Like, when plastic water bottles first came out, it was something that only elite or people that would spend that kind of money on water. Like,
Right.
it was, the average person did not buy a water bottle.
No, you drank out of a hose.
Yes.
I mean,
Or the faucet with a fucking cup.
I know.
Like, you did not buy a water bottle, like a plastic water bottle from the grocery store or the gas station. You didn't. But that is my mom now goes and buys these big cases of water, and she drinks it, and then she throws it in the recycle, and we think, because we've been conditioned, that you put that into the recycling bin, it gets recycled. But as I think Sarah, I'm hearing 75, I'm hearing 90. What percentage do you hear for how much of that plastic that we put into recycle that we think is getting recycled actually gets recycled?
I think the numbers are close to about 20-25% of things that are actually getting recycled.
Yeah, so
That are
75 to
recyclable
90
are.
are not getting, so you're saying
Yeah.
25 are, yeah.
And
So
then
that
it
goes in the same
Right.
vein.
And then it goes where, though?
It goes into our landfills.
Or,
And then what happens, or on the side of the road, or in the ocean, or in the rivers, or in the lakes,
So,
or in our retention
I guess question-
ponds, or in our yards.
Do more plastics that get recycled go into the oceans or landfills?
I would say it probably depends on where you live, right? Ours go right out there to Owasso,
Uh-huh.
into that big giant landfill.
Okay,
Right?
because my question is like,
but for somebody that's by the coast, I'm sure it gets tossed, what she says, tossed on the road, which goes to a stream, which then makes its way out to the river.
that littering though, but actual recycling on the
So,
coast.
so recycling. So from that, I think I talked to you about it. I watched this 2020 series on plastics, and that was the number that I got. That 90% don't ever get recycled. They show that throwing it into the bin and it goes into this big factory that ciphers through the plastics. And they said that we don't have a way here of actually recycling plastics in the U.S. And so it was getting. They went. Then there's this place over in California that literally is this factory of just compacting all these plastics down. They get put on a ship, and for years it was getting shipped to China because China had a